Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by highly esteemed trainer Mark Tibbs. Mark, how you doing?
Lovely, thanks, Danny. Not too bad. Yourself?
Very good, thank you. Got obviously a big fight coming up on Friday night on the Matchroom show, headliner. But before we talk about that, fresh out of last night's big fight, Daniel Dubois and Joyce. Just wanted to
Yeah.
find out what you make of it, made of it.
Uh, well, I was very disappointed with Daniel Dubois, to tell you the truth. Looking forward to it for the last 4 weeks. 4 weeks we all was, and it was a good performance by Joyce for sure. Wonderful jab, good footwork, the best I've ever seen him, really. He normally looks a little bit uncoordinated, but Daniel's not a friend of mine, but we worked closely in the Peacock for a little while. We all do our own thing. He's with his group and whatnot, but we used to see each other on a day-to-day basis. So therefore, I was a little when you feel a little connection there, like you want your gym sort of pal to do the business. But the thing was, I always fancied, to be honest with you, that it'd be a tough fight for young Daniel if it went past 6 rounds. Do you know what I mean? But I think Joyce was flawless last night. Really was flawless, and he done a good job. Yeah.
Was there anything from watching it that you think Daniel could have done differently? Something that's within his skill set now. Obviously, we know he needs to go away and improve. But on the night, could he have done anything differently to change the course of the fight?
I don't think so, Dan. There's experience is experience, and that Joyce had a wealth of amateur experience, and it goes a long way. In deep waters. If deep waters appear, those that have had that pedigree, it normally comes through. You can teach and develop fighters and put stuff into fighters and prepare them for situations, but he looked like a little lost. I'll be honest with you, and he looked very lost. I think, to tell the truth, before the fight ended. I think another couple. What round was that? 10th round.
10th, yeah, near the start of the 10th, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it's easier for me to say this, but Joyce was very, very comfortable. He was flowing with that left lead, and I think he might have put him away, to tell the truth. But that was it was a very, very damaged eye, which Daniel had, and it was his leading eye, which is it wasn't the best thing for him. But is he 21, Danny, or 23?
23.
He's 23-year-old. That was I'm still disappointed, to tell the truth, for him and his team. You know why? I know how hard his team worked with Daniel, but it's one of them things. It's you get in these big fights, and I'm not too sure if it was probably a little bit early for him, but domestically, the British public wanted it, and they were both game to have it. So hats off to them for taking it. But Joyce really impressed me last night. He did.
The way in which the fight ended has caused quite a debate across social media, ex-fighters chipping in, fans as well. What did you make of that? I mean, we've found out since his eye is badly damaged. He's got a fractured orbital bone, and he's got nerve damage as well. But in those moments when you go down, I guess you're not thinking long term. You're just thinking, do I get up or don't I? And in this case, he didn't. A lot of people have judged him quite harshly about that. What do you make of it?
Well, I'm only going to speak as I find it, Danny. In this business, at certain levels, certain It's a tough business, and we're trained and prepared to give damage, you know, and to take damage, and I'm not saying he was underprepared, because, you know, I weren't around, not been around him. You know what I mean? But what was your question? What was your question? Tell me again, Dan. Sorry.
Just the way in which the fight ended, the decision he made
Oh,
seemingly to not rise
yeah.
from the knockdown. What did you make of
Well,
it? Given we know now that he was injured.
yeah. Well, this is what happened. I'm going to repeat what we already know already. He took a stiff left jab, correct,
Yeah.
from Joyce. He took a step back himself. Daniel touched his eye, looked for a bit of distance, made sure he got a bit of distance, then took the knee. So it was his call to, you know, to stop and take a breather, and he never got up at 10, or he got up at 10. You know what I mean? And so the referee had no option but to stop the fight. But so I can understand why the public and some people in the boxing business have got the needle about it, sort of thing, because you know, people, trainers and whatnot, put a lot of time into and money into getting these fighters to them positions, and it's very, very disappointing to see a fighter bail out like that.